हेलो नमस्ते ब्यूटीफुल सोल्स, कैसे हैं आप सब लोग। माय नेम इज़ निधि सिंह एंड आई एम बैक हियर विद समथिंग न्यू फॉर you all. We have been doing the Awaken the Creator within series for meditations. Now I have done it for recreated it for a shadow self, because the meditations that I was recording were very heavy and needed a supervision while doing those. So I have designed a new curriculum to do the inner work and as well as free from the consequences of heavy meditations and looking over. And if anybody want to do it with a personal touch, they can connect to me on the number displayed on the screen. Kindly only message, do not call until you are asked for. Thank you so much for understanding. Now this is a series where we will listen to our own questions, listen to our own self. We will do a lot of questions. So सबसे पहले ये देख लेते हैं what is shadow work, है ना. This is a kind of psychological process of exploring and integrating the unconscious aspects of ourselves, often refers to as our shadow. Suppose we are going on a street and suddenly there is a lot of dust around there. We can say sand. There are some people, as soon as they see the sand, they have a if someone is giving you a good compliments. At that time you feel that, is this person needs something, or genuinely he is or she is giving me good compliments. So these are the things that are inside us. So what is shadow self? So our shadow is the part of us we often project onto others or suppress because it does not align with our ideal self. Now what is an ideal self here? Ideal self is like grooming yourself. You are in such a way that you will be wearing such an outfit that makes you hot. Like in movies you will see ideal heroine will wear such kind of a sari or such kind of an outfit, a gown or a skirt or a jeans. So, and when you will be wearing that much things or like those, then only you are acceptable in the society. So this is something idealizing yourself. Like if you're going to a school, then if the length of the skirt is specific, or it is above your knees or below your knees, it is your own choice. But if as a standard, as a good hot chicks or as a elegant lady, skirt standard is measured, and accordingly you personalize yourself to please other eyes, not to make yourself comfortable. So this is how ideal self is created, by thinking about other people, that how other people will see us, not feeling like how comfortable I am. Suppose I like to wear loose clothes, okay, but I am going to an interview where I have to wear tight fitted coat and all, and I'm not comfortable at all, right? So if I'll be going there with loose clothing, then maybe it will not be considered as the right code of conduct as per the company rules or as per the interview standard. But I'm not feeling comfortable. In that feeling of discomfort, maybe my interview will be ruined as compared to if I would have worn the loose clothes. So this is how you idealize yourself and you ignore yourself. That turned into the shadow self. Like, okay, so examples like feeling of anger, jealousy, fear or shame or insecurity, these can be like you are so much angry but you cannot show your anger in front of your mother or in front of your boss, so that anger is then suppressed and it becomes your shadow self. Okay, see, why understanding shadow is very much important, because it is very crucial for personal growth and healing. Because as we grow up, we suppress lots and lots and lots of emotions, and then it explodes in such a way that it is not a right time to explode. Like, suppose you want to cry, but because you have to show that you are a man, you don't cry at all, and you suppress all that cries, all that weeping throughout your life, and suddenly there is, like, at the age of 25, suppose at the age of 25 your project has got rejected, on which you have put on so much of efforts, and as soon as the project is rejected, you feel pain, you feel like crying, and you burst out crying loudly in front of the crowd, in front of your office, and people don't know what has happened, because it is something, the project cancellation of the project and acceptance of the project is somewhat common in the offices, but is not common for you. That small urge of getting out of those suppressed emotions from inside, like, ruin your image in public. Like, this is how. And after weeping for so much of time, and after bursting your cries in front of all, then you will feel little relief from inside, but again you have one more insecurity consciousness, like, what will people think of me now, as if I am a very weak person and all. No, it's not like that. So this is very important for personal growth, that how to behave, when to behave, so that we can be conscious of ourselves. And if we are suppressing the emotions, we are looking about ourselves, this is all come into the shadow work. What is the purpose of shadow work here? First purpose, and very important purpose, of shadow work is exploring and understanding your past traumas. What are the traumas since childhood you are taking with yourself, and why that trauma is. Suppose there can be one very small trauma, that you wanted a gift from your parents on your birthday, tricycle, and you are not happy, so you do not pay gratitude, and the next time you do not get any gift because you are not happy, so parents thought that you don't deserve it. So this is a kind of trauma also. But at that time, when you will do your shadow work, you will find out that at that time your parents were only capable of buying you a tricycle or a kind of scooter, because it was of less value than a bicycle, and they can afford that particular thing at that particular of time. Then that trauma is healed. Okay, the trauma can be like, you wanted a small set of doctor set and you were not given, because you have the doctor set of your elder sister, elder brother, but you want a new one. Now parents thought that it is a waste of money to buy a new one, why can't you play with this? So these are the very small things that you just collect inside you, and these things become bigger and bigger and bigger until you clear them all by your self-talk. Identify and overcome your limiting beliefs. So when we grow up now, we have some limiting beliefs. What are these limiting beliefs? These limiting beliefs can be how to behave in front of others, how to feel luxurious, how to dress, how to make money. And there is one more limited belief called that people who have more money are evil. So this also allows a block inside you to earn more money as per your capacity. Examining patterns of behavior in your relationship. Suppose you are breaking up again and again and again, and you want a stable relationship, but from childhood you have seen the broken relationship and the people are not happy, your parents are not happy, or your parents are too happy in their relationship, but you are trying to replicate them and you are not able to sustain your relationships. So what are the patterns of your behavior? Not only with the partner, but with the friends. You have friends, you don't have friends, you have too many friends, and when it comes that you need somebody, there is no one. So what kind of relationships you want in your life, that also come into your behavior pattern. Sometimes you are pleasing people so much, your behavior become people pleasing. Sometimes you are so manipulating that people feel insecure around you. So these can be different types of behavior pattern that can come into a person. Process of making decisions. Suppose when you are proposing somebody as your girlfriend, as your boyfriend, what are the patterns of making decision? What are you looking into the person? It is only the urge of your hormones that you look at, give you dopamine or endocrine, and and you feel so happy and feel that, oh, this is the person just by looking at. But after spending time you feel that, oh, I have made a bad decision. So how to do the decision? Suppose there are 4 to 5 company offers in your hand, and you are feeling like, what kind of decision I should make here? So what is the process of making decision? Are you a bad decision maker? Every time you make a decision and you fall into some paradogy. Sorry, I am not able to pronounce the right word. That you enter into some loop of misfortune. This can be something. Or there are some people who make a decision and every time they make a good decision, and if they are not making a good decision, they try to make that decision right. So this is how you can evaluate yourself, and you can focus on yourself by doing shadow work. Of course, what are the benefits of shadow work? Increase self-awareness. Okay, so when we are doing our shadow work, what we are thinking, what we are feeling, and how we are behaving, we focus on each and every moment of ours and pattern. And because of that increased self-awareness, you can know that what soothes you, what is good for you, with whom you can feel comfortable, with whom you don't feel comfortable, what kind of dresses you actually like, your body feel relieved in those. So this is how self awareness increases. Improved relationship. When we work on our shadows, that then we can have a good relationship with our parents also, with our loved one also, with our children also. Like suppose before doing a shadow work, you had so many grudges inside you and you're not able to respect your parents the way you should respect them. But after doing the shadow work, you will understand why they have slapped you sometimes, why they have like given you good knowledge sometimes, why they deny for the gift sometimes. So you understand the mindset of your parents for that particular thing, and how you have benefited out of their parenting. So eventually you will shed off your grudges that were subconsciously made because of so many bitter experiences with them. So in this way you will improve your relationship. Greater self acceptance. So So when you are working, you know that this is a process, this is how I made a decision, this is how I made bad decisions, these are the good decisions of my life, and accordingly you will accept yourself the way you are. The meditation I have started before this shadow work was accept the way you are. So that was the first meditation, and that will help you in your self acceptance. If you would like to try it, you will find it in the meditations. Improved emotional intelligence. Now every time, like I have given you a example in the last slides, that you burst out in crowd just because one of your project was discarded or cancelled. So that emotionally you are not intelligent in that particular example, but when you work upon yourself, you will know ki how to behave at particular point of time and how to express your emotions in some other gesture. Like after this shadow work, after improving your emotional intelligence, the project that is being cancelled can be explained that why you have done this project, and if you have cancelled, let's meet the guidelines, let's talk about the project, what you actually want in the project. This is something that I have done, what is your perspective? We can make this project, we can make amendments in the project, and we can do better in it. So in this way, rather than bursting out, you would have like given the presentation, you would have asked the person to have a one-to-one conversation about the things they want in the project. So in this way, your emotional intelligence increase, reduce stress and anxiety. So every time whenever you are doing something, you have a lot of self, ये success होगा कि नहीं, I should go or not, whether I go on a holiday or not. You have a lot of stress and anxiety. If I do like this, what will happen? Oh my God, if I go there, is it okay? Is it okay to talk to my mother? It is okay. So you have lots of inside self-talk and lot of fear inside you. That will be reduced, and you know how to present your things, and you will be at less stress and less anxiety. You will live in a present moment. Your confidence will get increased, your creativity get increased, and you will have clarity as an all-round development in your life. Okay, so okay, this is a wrong slide, I hope. How to get started with shadow work? We can do the generalizing. This is the one of the effective way. You can use some shadow prompt that we'll be discussing in the next video. In that we will be sharing some prompts, some questions with you all. On those questions you can work on your notebook and you can visualize the things. Visualization exercises also help you to connect with your shadow as we go into the PLR session. Therapy includes visualization and hypnotherapy and just listening to yourself. So therapy and visualization can you can take help from other like us. If you want to like book a session with us, you can definitely do. And for journaling, you can use a shadow prompts that we'll be discussing from the next video. So I would like if you have any questions or concerns about shadow work, kindly write into the comment section. I would be happy to help you in that, and I would be happy to give the answers of the question. In this way it would be an interactive work, and I would love to do that. And if anybody wants to share their personal experience or feeling related to this topic and want me to include all these things into my videos, they can either message me on the WhatsApp or they can share in the comment section. Thank you so much. That's all. I would like to share some of the uh, services that I provide. So these are the astrological services like related to tarot, numerology, and astrology. I offer energy healing sessions, and that are equivalent to therapy sessions, past life regression, meditation, therapy sessions for all of the all kind of diseases, and counseling related to shadow work, related to normal if you want to discuss some matter, like relationship or career counseling, and life coaching program. It is a complete shadow work program that includes energy healing, therapy, PLR, everything is included in it, and it depends on person to person. Okay, so if you want, so you can message me, I can send you the details of these services. Hope to see you soon. Thank you so much for being with me for such a long time about 20 to 25 minutes. Thank you so much, and I'll wait for you tomorrow in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice day.